from a real NFL insider and television analyst.
Now get ready for the NFL show where the conversation gets real and the fans get a voice. It's time for the Lake Lewis Jr. Show here on ESPN Radio.
Welcome, everyone, to the Lake Lewis Jr. Show. Appreciate you joining us here on ESPN Radio. We've got a super jam-packed show today. It's a busy one. I've got an announcement that we're going to be making here in the next couple of seconds, and you're going to want to know what this is. This is a big one. And then a little bit later on, while I'm on with that person, we're going to have one of our major sponsors joining us. He's actually here in the studio for about 10 minutes or so we'll talk with him as well. But let's get right into the announcement. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I got to make sure I give everyone the phone number if they want to chime in with us today. It's 804-327-0888. And you can check this out right now. It's streaming on the ESPN Richmond YouTube channel as well. And then remember, a little bit later on tonight, you'll be able to check that out on my channel, which is at Lake Lewis. And that's also, if you want to check me out on social media, it's the same thing, at Lake Lewis, all across the board. So let's get ready to talk about the major announcement that I've been teasing you guys with literally for like the last 2 weeks. And what that is you guys know, as an insider, I like to bring information to you that maybe you haven't heard about or that you don't know about, all in fairness, though, all good stuff. But I want you to get the information from the players themselves, as opposed to you think you're getting it from me and it's not true. And yeah, we don't make stuff up here, folks. This is real live stuff. So right now, I have a Washington Commander joining me. And guess what? He's going to be joining me every Tuesday right here on this show, co-hosting with me. And it's my good friend, Trent Scott. What's going on, Trent?
My God, what's going on, man?
You know it. You know it. This is something that we talked about. We got it done. And now you are part of the family here at ESPN Radio. And you're going to be on every Tuesday with me. So, yeah, man, you know, how excited are you to be able to do this as a player, as a current player?
Man, it's super exciting, man. You know, first off, I appreciate you having me on, and I'm blessed, man. Looking forward to being a part of it. And, you know, when a guy like you actually, you know, reach out and come with this opportunity, you know, you're talking about a guy that's respected in the locker room on all fronts from all the guys, man. Just wanted you to know that, you know. And so when guy with a relationship like that and a reputation like that reaches out, you don't turn it down, man. So I'm excited, and let's get to it.
Man, I appreciate it. You know, I'll be up there tomorrow, of course. OTAs, you know, the phases that you guys go through, and you know, how you guys looking right now?
Looking good, man. A lot of energy in the locker room. A lot of energy, man. Guys working hard right now, and you know, so guys getting ready to get started with our actual OTAs this week, and had a phase 2 day today, and actually get to get out on the grass tomorrow and do a little 7-on-7, 11-on-11 football. So it's good, man. You know, you got two coordinators on both sides, ready to get to it, and got new schemes going, and so it's going to be exciting.
You know, we talked about this, you know, off the record many times, as far as just the vibe that the team had 2 years ago, going to that conference championship game, and then, you know, last year the injuries, and you know, it was a holdout early. I mean, it was just it seemed as if the season never really happened. I know for you guys it did, because your body's getting beat up each week. But do you feel like last year was just one of those fluky things? It was an anomaly, and that this year fans will be able to see the true Washington Commanders?
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. Those years like that, you know, there's lessons in every year. You know, first year, 24, we came in and chip on our shoulder and just went into every game feeling like we could not do any wrong. And, you know, we just attacked every game very lightly, and just, you know, everybody had a presence about them. And I think 25, we attacked it in the same way. Like you said, we ran into some issues, some injuries here and there, but the thing that I was impressed with as a team is, you know, you enter that locker room, nobody ever looked defeated.
Never.
Nobody ever came to work during the week, working any, you know, less hard than they did. Everybody's still studying their film and taking care of themselves. And so, you know, even the guys that got injured, man, those guys were fighting tooth and nail to get back on the field every week. So it was just one of those things, man. We went into every stadium still competing, still giving everything we had to win, and sometimes it just didn't go our way. And so coming into this season, you got a lot of guys from that core of the team that are still here, that just hungry to get that bad taste out of our mouth. And so it's cool, man. We all competitors at the highest level, and so you give us a season like that, and I think a lot of guys are just eager and hungry to get back to it. And so we're excited about getting back to work here, man, to get over that hump.
I'm so glad to hear you say, as far as the vibe in the locker room last year, because I kept telling people after each practice, each day, I'm like telling people, listen, you wouldn't know that there was an 8-game losing streak. You wouldn't know that there were a rash of injuries that killed the season. You guys were still in there talking, still, cheering each other up. And I never once felt like, I've been around, I'm an old man. I've been around a long time doing this. And I've been in many a locker room up there. And I got to tell you, last year and the year before, obviously, were the two best locker rooms that I've been in. And it just so happens to be, it's pretty much the same core group of guys, including yourself. So I'm so glad to hear you tell fans out there that I wasn't making this up because they thought I was pushing Kool-Aid and all that good stuff.
Nah, man, I'm glad you got to see it, firsthand, and it was cool for me to see. A lot of teams can lay down in those situations. You can see guys pack it up, get ready for off-season vacations, but we didn't. That wasn't kind of what we stood on. And DQ has a saying, in our team standard, it all starts with brotherhood, and I think that's pretty real for us. That's something that we really rely on, and week after week, and that's guys pushing each other, guys competing, guys being able to hold each other accountable, on and off the field in all areas. So I just think, the more that we leaned on that, it didn't matter. As long as we were showing up competing, we know we was right there. And so I think, that mindset gave us the opportunity to show up every week and give it everything we had.
And you were with the Chargers, briefly. You were with the Steelers when Tomlin was there. Would you say, not to put you on the spot, but would you say culture-wise that the culture is already in play in Washington? It's built, it's there, it's nothing to really build on as far as, maybe bits and pieces weren't in place, but would you say everything's already there culture-wise? It's just a matter of putting it all together on the field?
I think definitely, I always give a lot of props to Coach Tomlin. I was only with him for a short time, but just in that short time, the way that place was structured, he had a lot of structure, a lot of accountability, and that was pretty cool to see. Him holding, especially some of those high caliber players, Cam Hayward and T.J. Watts and Minkah Fitzpatrick, those guys to the same standard as everybody in the building. So, I think you look at our locker room, and we got a lot of that same vibe. It's not any selfishness in our building. I feel like everybody's on board for the same cause, and that's to win. Ultimately, we know that football's our game, our business is winning. So at the end of the day, we win games, everybody wins. And so I think that everybody's kind of honed in on that, and it's a group of guys that's coming in competing to try to make that happen. You brought up a good point. You said you've been saying this for a while. Mm-hmm. I want to see, from your perspective, what have you seen from your side as far as like the shift as the energy in the locker room? Can you guys feel that from a media perspective?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, I can say it starts with the hierarchy in the building. I mean, I don't have a problem telling people this. I never got spoke to individually by Dan Snyder ever, not one time. And there's times I was standing shoulder to shoulder by him, and he still didn't acknowledge you. It's little stuff like that sticks with you. And then from day one, Coach Quinn and Adam, Adam's my dude, but Coach Quinn, he speaks to you on a first name basis. Most coaches don't do that unless they have a favorite or two. They do that for everyone. That's just how, as that's your coach. You know how they treat you as men.
Yeah.
And I feel like they treat you as an individual first. And then naturally, that's going to trickle down to you guys, because if your coaches are treating people with respect and they're treating you with respect, they expect you to do the same thing towards us in the media, towards the grounds crew. You got to treat everybody the same. There's no hierarchy out there now. So yeah, I can honestly say, and I'm glad you asked me that question because most players don't ask that question. Yeah, we definitely see it. And I can say this, Trent, and you know this, but there are some in my profession that no matter how you treat them, they still have an agenda. And you know, we're gonna try to get rid of that too. We're gonna try to change that. But the whole point is that everyone, I think as a whole, when you show up at the facility in Ashburn, it's first class now. It really is. So, and that starts with guys like yourself. So folks, right now, talking with Big Trent Scott, number 73 offensive lineman for the Washington Commanders. He's going to be on with me right here every Tuesday here on ESPN Radio, chopping it up. We're going to get you his takes on everything. And when the season starts, hopefully we start talking about wins and this team going on a Super Bowl run. So look, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Trent, I have one of our sponsors is joining me here in studio, and I'm sure he's going to have a question or two for you. He'll be on with us for about
let's do it
for one more segment. So hang tight when we come back right here on the Lake Lewis Jr. Show.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free. So I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Horse racing is back, and it's time to get ready for another Triple Crown season. Get the latest from the industry every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 with Off to the Races on 106.1 ESPN. Presented by The Racing Biz. Nick Hahn and Frank Vespi bring you their insight and knowledge, talking with the people making the headlines, including jockeys, trainers, and owners. Plus, get the expert picks each week, including a visit by Derby Bill Watson. It's Off to the Races each Saturday morning at 10 on 106.1 ESPN. Streaming live on the iHeartRadio app.
This is advertising material. Businesses have a responsibility to keep you safe. Patch the pothole, fix the broken step, light the parking lot, mop the floor, and put up a sign. When they skip those basics and someone gets hurt, that's negligence. If you slipped, tripped, or fell on someone else's property, Alexander Chenard Trial Attorneys want to hear from you. Call 877-222-6666 or visit alexwins.law for your free case evaluation. alexwins.law.
This is advertising material. Past results do not guarantee future outcomes. Every case is different. Philip George's licensed attorney in Virginia is responsible for legal work. Office is located in Norfolk.
Your family deserves real protection. At Green Top Sporting Goods, our experts will help you find the perfect safe for your home and firearms. Visit Green Top today. Be prepared. Be responsible.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. I've been scouting these big carriers for a minute now, and I've seen them pull the same play 1,000 times. They promise you the world, then hit you with a price hike right when the game gets tight. But Boost Mobile, their $25 a month unlimited wireless plan is the most consistent player on the floor. No contracts, no price hikes. Unlock the savings today at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months on the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
You think a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt is the worst that could happen. A fine, an inconvenience, a little embarrassment. But then comes the crash. There are injuries, a hospital bed, the long road to recovery, the moments you'll miss. Suddenly, a ticket doesn't seem so bad. That ticket? That was nothing. Click it. Don't risk it. Paid for by NHTSA.
WorkZone is the one-stop shop for the hardworking man and woman. When it comes to the biggest selection, WorkZone has it. Over 15 brands of boots and all toe types. Even boots for the ladies. WorkZone has jackets in stock for all seasons. See why WorkZone will be your first and only stop for the best brands and comfort in workwear. And a gift card from WorkZone is always the perfect gift. Visit WorkZone on Temple Avenue next to the Ford dealership. WorkZoneVA.com. And check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Whether you're buying your first home, selling your current one, or investing in real estate, you need a team you can trust. That's where Cowell Childers Group comes in. Richmond's top real estate team, proudly serving Central Virginia and beyond. They work with clients at every level, across all price points and locations, and can even help you achieve your real estate goals anywhere in the United States. With over 300 homes sold annually, more than $130 million in yearly sales volume, and over 4,000 homes sold since 2001, their experience delivers real results. But it's not just about the numbers. Their mission is simple: provide unmatched service through personal attention, clear communication, and a commitment to every detail. Ready to make your next move? Visit CowboyChildress.com or call 804-409-3235 today. That's 804-409-3235. And if you're a real estate agent ready to grow your career, check out their website to learn how you can join the team. The Cowboy Childress Group. Proven results, trusted relationships, and service that lasts a lifetime.
The radio's all yours now.
You want Richmond sports talk in the morning? I got you covered. I'm Jack Fitzpatrick, host of Fitz the Bill, the only local morning sports talk show coming at you weekdays 8 to 10 a.m. on ESPN Richmond. Hit it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lake Lewis Jr. Show. On Tuesday now, it's Lake and Trent Scott Show, because Trent Scott from the Washington Commanders is with me now every Tuesday throughout this season. We're going to call this a Super Bowl season. And Trent, right now, I have someone sitting with me here in studio, and he just happens to be a good friend, but he also happens to be a sponsor of the program. And he's a big fan of yours too. So welcome my friend Cowboy Childress from the Cowboy Childress Group, the owner of one of the biggest real estate mogul companies here in the whole Central Virginia area. So what's up, my friend?
Thank you, Lake. Thank you so much for having me. Trent, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. This is exciting for me. Lake's a good friend, and we've been fortunate enough to be able to join with him in this program and sponsor this wonderful program. I'm also a very big Washington fan. It's hard for me to say Commanders, but I'll just say Washington for now.
There we go.
Yeah. Hey, I can. The only thing the first thing that comes to mind is your TD catch that you had. That was like exhilarating, very, very amazing. Great job there, and it's probably, I don't know, how long has it been since you had a TD catch before that?
Man, that's the first one.
All right.
My goodness.
Yes. I'm one for one.
I love it. That's 100%. I love it. It's amazing.
Yes, sir.
And you see, I'm not sure if you noticed this, Cowboy, but this guy right here got a lot of offensive linemen paid, man, because everybody's tackle eligible now for that play. I know Big Penny Sewell up in Detroit had one last year. That's because of you. They need to give you a little bit of that commission from that, right?
You see it's coming back, man. I'm just saying, like, I hope Blau listen to this. I'm one for one. And, the hand certified, man. Hand certified, Jay, I'm always open too.
So yeah, I mean, maybe there's a play that's working around that an actual play that the Commanders are running maybe next season that has you catching the ball again.
I'm sure he signed.
I don't want to give too much of the offense up, but it may or may not be a little bit of that coming our way.
I love it.
Yeah, he got a new offensive coordinator in David Blau. So yeah, as he said, I'm sure he's working them on that. By the way, one of the things that with Cabell, he's got this great company, and you heard it even in the ad before we came back on air. A lot of homes sold. So Trent, by the way, if you're ever looking for a home, around the way, this is the guy that will get it done for you for sure.
Oh yeah, I definitely took that note down as soon as I heard that ad.
I love it. Richmond, Virginia is a great place. I think we were ranked number 9 in the United States top cities to live.
It's growing, man. So. It's growing for sure. It's growing.
A lot less traffic down here.
You know what? Cabell brought something to my attention, and I don't know why. I mean, we were boys, but Trent, I don't know why I thought for the longest time that you were from Louisiana. I mean, I know you play ball at Grambling, but Cabell was like, "No, man." Oh, yeah. He said, "No, I'm he said he's from Alabama." So from Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, so I just found out something today through Cabell. So that was a good one.
I get that a lot, actually. I actually get that a lot. I get that a lot.
Hey, Trent, let me ask you a question, if you don't mind. Auburn War Eagle or Roll Tide?
You know what? Growing up, I always went against the grain, and I was War Eagle, man.
War Eagle, baby.
I was War Eagle, but yeah, because I was watching Cam Newton, and
that's the deal.
He came through and was special, man, and just like I said, I just went against the grain.
I love it.
So you're gonna have to answer to Deron for that one, though.
Well, that was the for me, that was the correct answer. My son just graduated. He just finished his freshman year at Auburn, and he is so happy. Nice. He's like a pig, and you know what? Oh, yeah. But he's doing the aviation program. Actually, he is just finished his instrument rating as a 19-year-old. They've got a Delta aviation program there, and he loves it, man. We went to 2. I went to my first SEC game down there, the Iron Bowl. It's amazing.
Yeah. So
I still haven't had a chance to make it to one of those. It's been on my list though. I gotta make it to an Iron Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You have the other bowl. You know what? The Grambling and Southern. Isn't that the big one right there?
Bayou Classic, baby. Yes, sir.
And what's been the latest outcome over the last couple of years? Because I'm not sure was Danny Johnson on the team when you first got here?
Yeah. Danny was there when we played. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy, and he used to run around there talking about how they kind of owned you guys, but that's not true, is it?
Well, I don't know. Now I don't know. I think my record against Southern, I want to say. I think we might have lost once.
Oh, okay.
When I was there to Southern.
Okay, but not in the Bayou Classic though, right? Or was it in the Bayou Classic?
That's what I'm saying. I think we lost one Bayou Classic.
Oh wow.
It was one. It was last second of the game on the goal line. I think we and I think I actually was hurt that season. But we had the ball on the goal line, tried to run it in, didn't get it, and that's how they won. But
see, I can never understand that. Man. Yeah, I for the life of me, I can't understand how, and this is me not being a football player. I can't understand how people can't get a yard. I'm like, you said it's tough. I mean, just hike the ball and go left or right. You don't have to go straight behind the center. Go left or right, right? I mean, come on, man. You got to get that. You got to get that.
Got to. That's one of them plays, man. The quarterback looked the O-line in the eyes and say, hey, man, we got to get this yard. We got to get it.
So Cabell had a question for you as far as favorite players.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I was actually interested in hearing as a child, who was your number one football team that you rooted for, NFL team?
Ooh, number one football team. My pops was a Steelers. He was a big Steelers fan.
Okay.
I didn't really per se have a favorite team, but I used to love watching those Steelers Baltimore matchups. That was kind of like the
hard-nosed football
game for me to watch. Yeah, that right there is kind of what cool thing. I actually got to play golf with Ed Reed this past weekend.
Oh wow!
But that was crazy. But yeah, man, that watching those games is kind of what got me in the ball, man. I mean, you talking about T. Suggs and Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all those dudes, man, that was real ball to me. So
Yeah, man, this is so when you think about all these teams, you know, that with you being in the South, there really wasn't like, you know, a old historical team, because like the Saints and, you know, even if you go like the Dolphins and like the Texans now, these are more modern teams. You know, the Dolphins came about in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. But when you got here to Washington and you saw like the Giants come in the building, the Eagles, and of course, you know, that team that starts with a C. I try not to say it too often. Did you feel like that intensity? Was it like a different level of intensity for you as a player?
it was, man. I mean, this is historic. Like I said, I grew up watching the North, AFC North, and I wasn't super familiar with, you know, the different rivalries up here or whatever. But when I came here, I definitely felt it. You know, going against the Giants and going against the Eagles. I mean, you feel it when you go and get into the stadium. Even, I mean, the fans, the environment is a little different. So yeah, I mean, those games are. And, you know, when you get to a team like this, you know, you dive in and learn a little bit and learn, you know, more history about it. And it was pretty cool to see, you know, they actually show us a lot of that stuff too, a lot of times. And so to see a lot of that history, man. And then, you know, you got, of course, Doug Williams was my coach at Grambling. So just getting to sit down and chop it up with him about, you know, a lot of that stuff that they, you know, his experience when he was here, you know, it's pretty cool to have him in the building. So it's cool, man.
Nice.
I've got some. I mean, I guess have you been able to meet with some of the new like free agents or
rookie players? Oh, yeah, they're out there. They're out there, right?
Yeah. We this week we'll get to start, you know, our actual OTA practices. You know, the defense and offense have kind of been a little split up a little bit. They'll be on the field at a different time as us. And so some of the younger rookie players, especially on defense, I haven't seen. But
so you haven't seen Sonny yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen him, but his locker is actually closer to mine. And
okay,
you know, speaking of him, I'm a film junkie. You know, so with us having this new offense or whatever, I took a peek at our rookie minicamp film. You know, just to kind of see what the plays and some of the things that our defense was lining up in to get ready for OTAs or whatever. And that dude, he got it, man. Nice. You know, I don't want, you know, he obviously, you know, he got the intangible. I mean, he got the tangible, the size and athleticism. You saw that stuff at the combine, but I mean, I felt like he was around on every play. He was around the ball on every play. You know, he got some great instincts, and he's gonna be special. He's gonna be one of those guys that's special. I've been for a long time.
See, that's good intel. See, this is exactly what I'm saying to fans out there. When I report stuff and tell you guys stuff, and you're like, no, man, that's not true. You're making it up. You're hearing it from a player. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth, literally. And they're saying the same thing that I said about this guy, that he was very astute, and that, you know, he's one of these young players that wants to be great, Trent. You can see it. Like, he doesn't want to come in here and fail you guys as veterans. He wants to come in here as a rookie and hold his own and actually enhance things. That's the vibe I picked up from him, going all the way back to talking with him in Pittsburgh before he got drafted.
Oh yeah, very smart kid, man. I mean, I walked by today, you know, him and Terry were just in the locker room, just chopping up about, you know, his experience. And so you can just tell he's a kid that's a sponge, you know, looking to get better. I can tell by the way he came in and worked every day. And so I see it in him for sure.
And look, folks, so we've got to get ready to wrap up. But before we do that, and Trent's still going to be on, you know, we still have another 30 minutes so with Trent and myself here on Lake and Trent Tuesdays now here on ESPN Radio. But Cabell, I do want to talk, you know, for about another minute or so about your great business. And I know you and my better half go back to college together at nearby University of Richmond. You know, how special is it for you to have a company that's doing so well and helping give back to the community here in Richmond?
Yeah, it's been a blessing. I started, you know, I'm dating myself, but I started back in 2001. I've been doing this for 25 years now, and started off as an individual agent. And I feel like God's really had a hand in our business and the growth of our business. And from, we kind of hire as we feel pain and, full-time assistant. And now we have 23 agents on the team. We've got 4 support, back office support, excellent support, listing specialist, transaction coordinator, and a marketing specialist. We have 2 transaction people and a COO. And it's just, we've been referred to as a well-oiled machine. And, we just treat the client right. We treat people as, the golden rule, we put our clients first, and it's just snowballed. And, 90% of our business comes from referrals. And also we will go to Charlottesville. We will go to Virginia Beach, and we'll go about as north as Fredericksburg as well. So we cover a pretty good area. We have agents that are strategically living and kind of across that area as well.
And for players like Trent, let's just say, if he knew someone, doesn't have to be a player, but just anyone, if they were looking for something up in the DC market, Loudoun County or DC, you have people up there that you can refer them to as well.
We do. We're under the Long and Foster umbrella. So we're actually under the Berkshire Hathaway is Home Services of America. And
that's big money.
Our network is huge. I've never received, I've had friends go to Florida, South Carolina, New York.
And you got me an agent in LA too right now as we speak.
Yep.
That's a whole nother story, Trent, we'll be talking about.
Yeah. And I've never referred through our network an agent where the person that I was referring to a different area wasn't extremely happy with the referral. So.
Okay. Well, look, folks, we do have to take a break. And remember, Trent Scott's coming back with me, so hang tight. Cabell Childress, folks, you hear all those ads running and you see them all over the area. Make sure you check out the Cabell Childress Group. You can go to the childressgroup.com.
CabellChildress.com.
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 Yep. Check them out. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we've got a lot more coming up here on the Lake Lewis Jr. Show.
Looking for a neighborhood service station that can provide premium fuel for your car, auto repairs, and friendly advice? Stop by the family-owned Bon Air Shell, 8762 West Huguenot Road.
Lunch was great, but this traffic is awful.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
Call Herman Allen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling at 804-746-5853 today to learn more about their award-winning Lennox product offerings.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Richmond or anywhere across the U.S.? Trust the proven experts at the Cabell Childers Group. As the top real estate team in Central Virginia, they help buyers, sellers, and investors at every price point, no matter where you are. With over 300 homes sold each year and more than 4,000 homes sold since 2001, their results speak for themselves. Visit CabellChilders.com or call 804-409-3235 today. Again, that's 804-409-3235. The Cabell Childers Group, delivering unmatched service and results you can trust for a lifetime.
The early reviews are in for Richmond's only local morning sports talk show.
Hey, Fitz, man, you're doing a great job. First, I want to give you a shout out to that. You're doing a great job, man.
Join the convo and start your day with Fitz the Bill with Jack Fitzpatrick every weekday.
Listen, guys, I love your show. I really do. Appreciate it. Listen to it every morning.
Clock in to Fitz the Bill every weekday from 8 to 10 a.m. on 106.1 ESPN Richmond.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lake Lewis Jr. Show right here on ESPN Radio. If you're in your car right now, appreciate you checking us out on 106.1 FM, and then also on HD Radio. You can hear us as well, and that's on 103.7 FM. Did I get that right, Alan?
Yes, you did.
I always get that number wrong for some reason. So, yeah. But, join right now with Big Trent Scott, Washington Commander, offensive lineman. He's with us now every Tuesday for the whole show with myself. And, when the season starts, we'll be up there. We'll try to get it done from inside the bubble or practice facility. So we're going to mix it up, folks, get some teammates, get some other folks to come through as well. Trent, one of the things that I wanted to say to you was that, how appreciative I am of this too. You said you were appreciative that, I talked to you about it, but no, I'm appreciative as well, because make no mistake about it, we know what your first job is. We know what's of the utmost importance, and for you to still want to be able to do this with me means a lot to me.
Oh man, absolutely, man. I mean, God don't make mistakes, man. It all just the stars align, man. And so,
yes, sir.
I think it's gonna be something that can benefit everybody, and we just gonna have some fun with it, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. And we have a call that came through. He held for a little bit as we had one of the sponsors on. I got to do that every now and then. But yeah, we have Big Bud on, and Big Bud comes on my fan show on Fridays. We have a fan show that I do with Commanders fans from all over the world. And I literally mean that. We have one from Turkey. We had someone from Ghana before. We have people from all over the country, all over the world that are Commanders fans, and he's one of the big supporters. So, Big Bud, you're on with myself and Trent right now. What's going on, my friend?
Thank you much. How you doing, Lake?
I'm hanging in there. And I know you support me, but I'm sure you're here to speak to Big Trent. I'm sure.
Trent, I just want to say thank you, man, for everything you've done, man, for us. And we appreciate you, man. Love you, and look forward to big things for you this year.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that, man. God bless you, man.
Yeah.
God bless you, my friend.
That's what's up. And we're going to have some reports tomorrow from OTAs. We'll be able to get, some stuff going on there as well. Yeah, and this is radio now. We got all kinds of people on at the same time, and my producer's talking to me, so this is good stuff. One of the things that I wanted to find out, Trent, was, the schedule. When the schedule came out, folks like Bud, we're looking at the schedule, and it was tough. And as a media person, I'm like, yeah, it does start off pretty tough for you guys. As a player, do you guys get excited to see what your schedule is going to be, or is it just business as usual for you?
Man, I say typically, honestly, it's business as usual. I mean, but I will say this: looking at our schedule this season, yes, I personally feel like it's an opportunity, man. I think you look at when you open the season up with 2 division games back to back like that, and then going from there to playing the reigning Super Bowl champs. I mean, that's a good way to set the tone for your season. So I think going back to what we talked about with how last season didn't go the way we wanted, and all of that. I think it's a heck of an opportunity to come out and make a statement. So you do all this work in the off season, and you go through OTAs and go through training camp, and you put all this work in. So I think it's, as a player and a competitor, you look at that as an opportunity, man, to come out and get rolling with your season the right way, going against some, tough opponents that you look forward to. You look forward to those opportunities to do that, I think.
And you know what? I said this as well. When people were like, oh, the league's trying to set you guys up for failure, I said the same thing. I said, that's not true. Because to me, it shows that the league still loves you guys, that they feel like last year wasn't realistic, wasn't your full body of work. And they remember what you guys did in 2024. So to me, to still be able to have a Monday night game at San Francisco, to go over to London, week 4 against the Colts, to start the season, 4:00 games, both against the Cowboys or the Eagles first, and then the Cowboys. And then, as you said, third game of the season, play the Super Bowl champs. That tells me that they still feel like you guys are an attraction. They know your quarterback is an attraction. Is that just me coming across as a positive media person, or is that something that you guys are kind of seeing yourself?
I mean, no, we feel the same way. I think we love that, man. We love that. It's one of those things when you look at the locker room, it's like, man, nobody's opinions matter but us. Right. And so if people want to look down, if people want to underestimate or think, we watched or this and that, and hey, man, that's fine. We going to keep our heads down and walk into the stadium and let our play talk, So I think, like I said, we just looked at it and I was excited. I'm pretty sure all the other guys, we haven't had like big talks about it or whatever, but I think we're excited. Right now we're just mostly focused on us. But like I said, getting to start the season, from your perspective, what you think what any games when you see the schedule come out, what games you be having circled on the schedule that you be excited about checking out?
Well, first and foremost, and you'll come to see this throughout the season. It's a thing when I come in the stadium, like when I'm dressed and all that. That's a thing now, and people film it. So, for me, your boy was trying to see what games would I be able to shine even more. And it's going to start right off at the top. It's going to start the first game in Philadelphia. I'm coming, and I'm ready for it. Because as you said, that sets the tone. And then guess what? You go to Dallas the following week. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And then, of course, coming back home against Seattle. So those first 3 games do jump off to me. And then, of course, we go over the pond. The 4th game of the season, go to London. So that should be special. But I'm going to tell you, Trent, the one game I'm not looking forward to, because please verify for me what I'm about to say. Last year in Minnesota, we're not talking about the loss because we know that was one of the worst outings ever. But tell people how cold it was up there. It was unbearable cold in Minnesota last year.
Yeah, that was different. I don't know if I saw that, but I will say respect to their fans.
Oh, they was.
And then we pulled up to the stadium, and there was people still out there camped outside.
No way.
And tents and all kind of stuff. So I mean, that's respect to them, because that would have been the one I was watching at the crib, eating wings and watching on TV.
That's some of the coldest I've ever been. Look, let's get my producer on, Alan, here real quick. Alan, can you recall the coldest game you've ever been?
Yeah, it was New York year before last, when I was sitting out there waiting on my credential, and you guys were inside nice and cozy. had me furious, man.
So you ain't gonna have to worry about that no more.
I've been a humble journalist on this little journey of mine, and I've never once used the card of "do you know who I am" type stuff, but it was sub 10 degrees out there and the wind was blowing, and I had to let the lady know, like, look, I'm with the Commanders. It's not like I'm just here on like an assignment. It's like, no, literally, I'm with the Commanders. I dropped Lake's name. I dropped Trent's name, Coach Quinn, somebody.
I know. Once you drop Lake name, they was like, right this way, sir. You good, man. You good.
She told me I still had to wait, man. It was crazy.
Hey, I tell you what. Speaking of New York, it was cold up there last year too. Man, I had to do my post game.
Oh, yeah, what?
I froze. I couldn't even speak. My lips were frozen, and I can't believe that you guys were out there like that and had the nerve to not have. Well, see, you do wear sleeves under your stuff sometimes. I notice, like you don't. You're not trying to show people that the cold's not affecting you. You bundled up, right?
Yeah, but see, I wear sleeves mostly just because I just want to wear sleeves sometimes. I might have sleeves on in October and September sometimes, though. I mean, that's just kind of one of the things. Funny story, I started doing that. I got here, what was that, 23 I first got here? Charles Leno will wear sleeves all year round. I mean, summertime, training camp.
Yep.
And I thought he was crazy. And I just tried it out one time, and so I kind of picked that up from him a little bit. So it's because they don't really help, even when it's cold. The sleeves don't really help. But yeah, I got that.
Hey, so look, we have another caller, and we have actually again another person from our fan show on Fridays, and he's calling. Is this Oscar from Istanbul? Alan?
That's me.
Oh yeah. So yep. So Oscar joins us, Trent, and he's all the way right now in Istanbul, Turkey. What time is it over in Istanbul, Oscar?
11 p.m. man. 11 p.m. Great to see you all.
Man, I appreciate it. You know, anytime this is called support at the highest of all levels. And just so you know, Trent, Oscar actually calls NFL games over there in Istanbul. So yeah, this is just another friend. Yeah, absolutely. So Oscar, you got the floor now. You can talk to Trent a little bit. What you got?
Trent, how you doing, man? Big time fan, long time Redskins Commanders fan. How you doing? Great to talk to you.
Man, I'm blessed, man. Living the dream.
Amazing. I was actually, maybe this was asked before, but I was going to ask you who kept that touchdown ball, JD5 or you?
I think, I don't even know what ended up happening to it. I want to say JD kept it. It was my suggestion that we just took a saw blade and just saw it down the middle. But it didn't work. It didn't work out like that.
Yeah, it was an amazing moment. I was actually live calling that game. That touchdown was amazing, man.
Nice.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to check that out.
Nice. Yep, see, that's what's up. And look, and Oscar, just so I want y'all to know y'all kindred spirits here, because Trent, well, you know, Sheldon would have gotten upset with me for saying this because he thinks he had the best playlist in there. And I know Von Miller last year was saying the same thing too, but Trent has the best playlist in the locker room. And many times we've come in there and I'm like, this dude has an old soul. Like he was playing like Marvin Gaye and Luther Vandross, all that. Well, guess what? Oscar is a musician over there as well. So there you go. That's that kindred spirit stuff going on right there. So Oscar, what's your favorite? What's your favorite genre of music, if you had a favorite?
Well, Lake, I think actually, traditional music, but I listen to a lot of music. Like I'm a huge Ray Charles fan. I like this, vintage soul kind of sounds and everything. So Bob Marley fan as well. So like I literally listen to everything almost. That makes me feel good, And
he did a fan show for us, Trent, like a song for our fan show, and it was reggae. It was definitely had a Caribbean vibe to it, and he just did it out the kindness of his heart. So yeah, man, we might have to get you something for your playlist in the locker room this year from Oscar.
Man, I like what he said. That man, feel good music. That's my lane right there. First off, I'm glad that this recorded it, because you put out a good statement there. I'm gonna have to soundbite that when you said I got the best playlist in the locker room. I'm gonna have to take that back with me.
Yeah.
But too, man, funny story. I actually picked up DJing as a hobby this off season. Man, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Been kind of playing with it for a long time. Finally, when they got me a little equipment, probably back in like March. It's been fun, man. It's been a pretty cool hobby to pick up.
Well, I'm gonna have to put you in touch. Yeah. One of my good friends is Pete Rock. I'm not sure if you know who that is. Pete Rock, CL Smooth, long time, traditional hip hop, from back in the day. But that's my guy. He just did an album with Common, and he's a Giants fan. But at the end of the day, that's family. So I'm gonna reach out to him and tell him I got a player. Might need to pick up some tips from him. So you're gonna have to do that before the season.
Man, come on, let's do it.
Well, look, Oscar, I appreciate you calling. We got another call coming through, so I got to move on. But I'm gonna see you on.
All right, man.
All right, I'll see you on Friday, Oscar. All right. All right. So who do we have on Alan with us? Do we have Big Bud back still with us? Oh, Big Bud's still there. I guess I didn't give him a chance to ask this question. I apologize, Bud.
Oh, it's all good. Lake, how you doing, man?
I'm good. So what you got fired up? What do you want to know from Trent?
Trent, with Blau's new schemes and everything coming up, we know that time of possession is going to be key as you guys gel and get yourselves together. How is that looking as far as that running game coming from JD5 being under center? I would imagine that they're getting a little bit more momentum as they're heading toward the line of scrimmage. Do you guys see that as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
now you can't give away too
we
much.
We haven't got a chance to see. You know what?
I said he can't give away too much.
Nah. But we've been pretty open about wanting to attack the run game with a little bit more, and everybody's kind of talked about us being a little more under center and stuff. So just getting back to the huddle, even last year we were kind of on the ball, very high tempo, and this we're back to more of a traditional huddle urgency to the ball operation. And so just in general, one of the keys to winning, I believe, is kind of time of possession. And so the more we can control the clock with the run game, action off of the run game, and keep our defense off the field, I mean, that's how you allow for, success on both sides. Complementary football right there. So, the more that we can have success in our run game, and that's average on carries, that's creating explosives up front, that's, like I said, creating action off of those and being able to execute and situationally on third down and stuff like that, that's what's going to give us an opportunity to be successful, because, you keep the defense fresh over there, man. They give them opportunities to attack on their side.
Yes, sir. So that's
right.
Up. So, Bud, we do have. I'm sorry, real quick. I do have to get ready to go to a commercial. So if you got something else, we can ask one more, and then we have to go to commercial like in a minute.
Okay. One quick question: with the him actually going under center, and with going with no huddle, is that more advantageous now, or is it about the same?
More advantageous in what aspect?
As far as getting the play off, as far as keeping the defense on skates, as far as you guys just being a little bit more aggressive, I guess.
I got you. I think from a communication standpoint, starting there, I think it's just getting in the huddle and everybody, all 11 guys in the huddle, being able to hear the full play call, the quarterback's mouth, and understand what everybody has to do on that play. I think that gives everybody a level of confidence to go up and execute. I think, not knocking the no-huddle offense. I've seen it have success. And there's times in games where some teams even switch it up and still add it in there. And I think it's a time and a place for it, but I just think that the traditional huddle and, like I said, hearing the full play call, hearing the motions, hearing, what kind of everybody else is doing can give everybody a high level of confidence to execute on that play.
All right. Well, folks, look, we've got to take a break. And, Bud, I appreciate you calling, my friend, and I will see you on Friday. So, Trent, hang in there, and we'll be right back here on the Lake Lewis Jr. Show.
Golf season is here at Hunting Hawk Golf Club. Plan your next golf outing for your kids' athletic team, church group, or fundraiser online at huntinghawk.com. That's huntinghawk.com.
You think a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt is the worst that could happen. A fine, an inconvenience, a little embarrassment. But then comes the crash. There are injuries, a hospital bed, the long road to recovery, the moments you'll miss. Suddenly, a ticket doesn't seem so bad. That ticket? That was nothing. Click it. Don't risk it. Paid for by NHTSA.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now it's the final days of our Everything's on Sale event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses. Our Memorial Day event ends Monday. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Richmond, your mornings just got a whole lot better. Tune in to Fits the Bill every weekday from 8 to 10 a.m. We're breaking down everything from the NFL to college hoops and even...
I get analytics. I understand why they're there. Analytics have ruined every sport that they have seeped into. I love the nerd sides, but analytics have ruined games.
Live and local. Jack Fitzpatrick is bringing it every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. on 106.1 ESPN.
All right, folks, we've got a quick segment coming up here before we wrap up. And once again, big shout out. Thanks to Trent Scott. You know, he's on with me right now. He's been on for the whole hour. And he's going to hear me for the whole hour every Tuesday because he's with me co-hosting this show.
Yeah, and you never going to talk down on offensive lineman again. You outnumbered 2-1 now.
Oh, my God. So here we go. Yeah, my producer is a huge offensive lineman guy, big dude himself.
They never talk bad about linemen in front of him, Trent. They never do.
I never talk bad about him anyway.
No, I'm just saying, whenever you've never seen an offensive lineman criticized in person. They always do it behind the mic.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
the reason for that.
You got to see these guys.
Yeah,
you're looking up at them the whole time. I mean, of course, you know.
I'll tell it to their face.
Yeah. Well, look. Speaking of that, because you know, this is gonna be kind of like some rapid fire questions for Trent that I specifically wrote down for the end of the show to show people this guy is multifaceted. He's smart, intelligent guy, not just an offensive lineman. How about that? See? Okay. All right. So I got some questions for you, Trent. We're just going to throw them out there real quick, and they're quick answers. LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
Oh my gosh, man. This might be our last show.
Yeah.
LeBron, are you serious? What?
Hey, man. Look. Hey. He started off with a heavy hitter, first of all.
Oh, my God. Because, you know, that's a conversation that goes around that locker room, I'm sure. Man, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
See, I wasn't a huge LeBron guy, man, but then he came to the Lake show and won me over a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm a Lakers fan, been a Lakers fan my whole life. And that's one of those topics we could go on all day. That's one of them.
We'll bring this one back to be continued.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring that one back at the top of the show.
Yeah. That's tough. All right, so real quick, I got some other ones for you. All-time top 5 HBCU team as far as football.
You sound like a year or just school team in general?
Just a player. Like your five goats in HBCU football history that don't, you know, that sometimes mainstream love don't.
I'm going.
Okay, go ahead.
In no particular order here because I don't want to.
I got you.
I'm going Doug Williams because he's my GOAT, man. That's my dog. He put me on, gave me an opportunity. I ain't gonna lie, that relationship with Doug, and I never forget the first time I sat in his office and he kind of talked to me, man, kind of gave me a lot of insight and basically told me he saw some stuff in me that I didn't even see in myself at the time. And so, man, I got to really indebted to the man. Just a great dude. But Doug,
we got 40 seconds left, so go ahead. There you go.
Oh, my bad. Jerry Rice.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. Who else? I'm going Trey Hands.
Okay. 25 seconds.
Ooh, that's tough.
Trent Scott. How about that? All right. Trent Scott. All right. So look, we do have to wrap it up because we got like 10 seconds left. So just Trent, appreciate you. We're doing this every Tuesday, folks, right here on ESPN Radio.
Your home for Richmond Spiders athletics all year.